Live look at 8:15 this morning in Thompsonville, where Crystal Mountain is continuing their summer season. They're kind of rounding things out as we get into the fall, and then of course the busy winter skiing season, snowboarding season, whatever you like to do up there on the slopes.
Yeah, love the sunshine out there. Of course, lots of things happening in the summer. Well, it might feel like fall next week, but of course, summer is not over yet. Crystal Mountain still has tons of events even during the summer, and especially as we're approaching Labor Day weekend.
Joining us in studio, Brittany Primo with Crystal Mountain this morning. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you coming in. I know that that's a kind of a long drive all the way down or up from Thompsonville. So how's the summer been going? Let's chat about that. Let's start there.
It's been great. You know, we have 2 championship golf courses that are always busy in the summer. We have Michigan's only Alpine Slide, which is a big attraction for all ages. You know, the kids obviously are attracted to it, but my 81-year-old grandpa went on it a few years ago. We just had a 94-year-old go on it.
Wow.
So check out Michigan's only Alpine Slide. And we have lodging and dining and an outdoor pool and water playground and just so many things to do. And where Crystal Mountain is located, just about 28 miles southwest of Traverse City, we're just in a great spot if you want to explore northern Michigan, because we're so close to Lake Michigan and Frankfort and just northern Michigan area. And summer's not over yet. I know the kids went back to school.
I know, and here's some of that video that you guys gave us here. Of course, I mean, there's tons to do. People usually associate Crystal Mountain with skiing and snowboarding and snow too, all of those things, right, in the winter. But you guys have tons going on during the summer, which is so cool. I mean, I'm seeing things that I haven't even seen at Crystal Mountain before.
Trampoline.
Yeah, all of that. That's so much fun.
Yeah, what are some of the highlights that you would say a lot of people come out for? Yes, Crystal Mountain is known for skiing, snowboarding, but what would you say the summer a lot of people really come for? Of course, besides that Alpine Slide, because that sounds fun too.
I would say the Alpine Slide is a big draw. And then again, our 2 championship golf courses. Our Mountain Ridge course is home to the Michigan Women's Open. Has been for 23 years, so a lot of people want to see what that. There's a slide right there.
Right there. That looks fun.
Yes, and our outdoor pool and water playground, and adventure course, climbing wall, and zip line. So there really is plenty to do. And of course, I don't know if this video has it, but the Crystal Spa is a popular attraction.
Well, we actually
any
have some
time
props
of year.
Here.
Yes.
You brought in a couple of things from the spa. We've got some body lotion and some little chapstick.
And that's from our signature line.
Oh, we love that.
There's a spa right there as we're talking about it. So, yeah, beautiful couples massages and all kinds of things.
Oh, that looks so relaxing.
It does.
Everything you see here in the video is still going on through Labor Day weekend.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's talk about Labor Day, because you guys have so much going on for that weekend.
Right, and so as you mentioned, a lot of people know us for winter. And so we're excited for winter too, but it's still summer. So this is kind of like, you know, the unofficial end to summer. So we're going out with a bang with all of our activities. There's a pool party on Sunday, but I would say one of the biggest highlights is our tent sale on Saturday. And so that's happening all day, and that kicks off with the Heike Lunta Snow Dance, which I don't know if you know, but that originated in the UP, and it's basically this radio host came up with, they were having a rough summer or a rough winter and didn't have any snow, so they came up with this song, aired it, and then they got a blizzard. So anyways, the Heike Lunta Snow Dance is prime
it's kind of like a snow dance, you know, to make sure that we get all the snow for Crystal Mountain this year.
So, and you know, it's not going to come next weekend, but we do want it to come around
well, you know, we're manifesting. It takes time, right?
So that tent sale will focus on we have up to 70% off on gear from last year, skis and snowboards and all the winter gear that you need. And then it's also a preview of what's to come and what's hot and new this season for skiing and snowboarding.
That's pretty cool. And so how long does that last? So this is from August 28th to the 1st, is that right?
Yeah, so Friday through Monday, we're celebrating Labor Day live. So all those activities, the summer activities, and then that tent sale on Saturday and Sunday. The pool party is on Sunday. And we have great lodging rates right now and still have some availability. And Crystal Mountain is a great drivable destination. It's really not too far from the Grand Rapids area, about 2 hours. So, and again, it's a perfect base camp to explore northern Michigan.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got Beulah up there. You've got Traverse City. I know.
Glad you mentioned Beulah.
Yeah, well, actually, we have a cabin that we go to up there in Beulah, so
Crystal
we're very
Lake.
close. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Frankfort, and we have the Michigan Legacy Art Park too, which is nationally recognized. That gets a lot of visitors too, and they're celebrating 30 years. So if you want to do a little exercise for your brain and body, then get out to the art park and learn a little bit about Michigan history and art and culture.
All right, so we talked a lot about summer. Let's talk about winter, because we all know that this is like your bread and butter, ski hills. What are you excited for? I mean, anything new coming up this year?
We do have some new things coming up this year. I'll have to come back and talk about some of them.
That's what we call a deep tease in the news industry.
That is a deep tease.
Yes.
And I hate to do it to you, but I'd love to come back. So, so Crystal Mountain, we have 59 downhill trails, and everything from beginners to advanced. Crystal Mountain started as a community ski hill in 1956. So as you mentioned, it is our bread and butter. We are focused on winter all year round. And so we have, it's a great place for people who are beginners because it's not intimidating. We have great lessons, and we always, say friends don't teach friends how to ski or snowboard. So take a lesson, go with a pro, and that's gonna make sure that you're successful out on the slopes. And we have cross-country skiing, fat tire biking, snowshoeing through the art park, as I was mentioning, and we may have a little golf. There's my tease.
Golf in the winter.
That's right.
Interesting.
I know. I want to know more about.
We might have something in the works.
Something up your sleeve a little bit there.
No, that'll be really exciting to be able to hear about once we can hear more details. We'll be excited. That spa being a highlight, of course. I'm sure during the winter, kind of that escape to get back inside. Now you mentioned snowshoeing. There's cross-country skiing, going down the slopes. What would you say are people saying that they're most excited for at this point? Is there a lot of stuff that people are really getting hyped for essentially right now?
You know what? People plan their winter vacations, especially those ski families, and it's something too, like if you're a ski family and you know someone that maybe hasn't tried it yet, grab them, bring them along. As I mentioned, not intimidating. Just come out, take a lesson. We do group lessons, private lessons. So what I would say that people are looking forward to is just winter and embracing winter. If we're gonna live in Michigan, you might as well embrace winter. And so, they just plan those family traditions, those family destinations, and it is traditions. A lot of times we'll get multiple generations, so it's grandparents and parents and kids and cousins. We've had, a lot of family reunions around this time of year too.
That's cool.
So it's just a great spot to get together with family and friends, and again, just embrace the winter.
Yeah.
It's gonna come.
Embrace it, and might as well spend it at a cool place.
That's right. And again, so we're a part of the Great Lakes Winter Trails Council, which is just a council of a bunch of northern Michigan destinations that have trails for cross-country skiing, fat tire biking, and snowshoeing. So basically off-slope activities. And so again, we're a great base camp, and there's plenty of trails up in northern Michigan to explore.
Absolutely. Okay, so we were just taking a look at some of the events happening, not only for Labor Day weekend, but also just in general. What are some other things we can look forward to this fall before we head into the winter season?
Chairlift rides.
Oh yes.
Yes, the fall color tours, the chairlift rides. So
fall color tour. So basically, you just go and look at all the fall colors.
So. We have a couple unique ways to do it. You can obviously take a drive. A lot of people do that along M22, but Michigan Legacy Art Park, a great place to walk through and immerse yourself in the colors. You can bike through the colors because we have about 12 miles of mountain biking trails, and or the Alpine Slide is still open this fall. So talk about a nice, relaxing ride up the chairlift to the top of the mountain, and then a thrilling ride down on the 1,600-foot Alpine Slide. And those scenic chairlift rides, it takes about 5 minutes to get to the top, and when you're up there, you just take in the view and look over 4 counties of colors, and then you can walk down or ride the chairlift back down.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
No, it sounds amazing. Excited for all of the fall activities, of course, all of the Labor Day activities too. When we're talking about winter, though, I know it's weather dependent, but is there a thought process on when slopes might be open? Do you have a way to make snow there, essentially, too?
Yes. So our goal is always to open Thanksgiving Day weekend.
Okay.
Oh.
That's been the goal. It's happened a few times, We'll see what Mother Nature has up her sleeve, but we do have the ability to make snow, and so what we really need are cold temperatures. And we have 178 snow guns.
Wow.
So we have plenty of ability to make snow. We can cover the entire mountain in a foot of snow in about 48 hours.
Wow.
If the conditions are perfect, there's a lot to do with like humidity and pressure and temperature, obviously. So, but we do have that ability, and you know, last year, luckily, we didn't have to make as much snow as we did the year before.
I was gonna say, I feel like we got a lot of snow last year.
And I've seen some predictions out there, the Farmer's Almanac and a few others, that say it's going to be a good winter for skiing, snowboarding in the Great Lakes region. So
okay, we're really excited. One thing this is a bucket list item, is I want to rent one of those cabins that are on the hills there that you can ski in and ski out of. Those are so cool. I've always wanted to do that at Crystal.
So as I was mentioning, we do have a wide variety of lodging, everything from like your standard hotel room in the heart of our village to those mountaintop resort homes that you're talking about. Ooh. And they are ski in, ski out. And we do have bungalows at the base. So if you want to ski in, ski out at the base or at the top, we have both options. So, you know, we have some accommodations that sleep up to 12 to 14 people in our mountainside resort homes. So cozy cabins and bungalows and cottages, and then your hotel rooms and suites. And we have a ton of fireplaces. Majority of our rooms have fireplaces, some sort of kitchenette or full kitchen, depending on what lodging accommodation. So that's why families get so excited to come up, because it really is home away from home.
Yeah.
And people live there year round, too.
Oh, that's so cool.
We have neighborhoods.
All right, well, Brittany, that's where we have to leave it. But thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. We also got to show off really quickly.
Yes, this is so cute.
Mitten little, they call it the Crystal Crispy, but it's a Rice Krispie treat in the shape of a mitten.
And the little
dot, the little chocolate chip is where Crystal Mountain is, so that's pretty cool. All right, Brittany, thank you so much. 8:27, we'll be right back after a quick break.